I'm a huge believer in networking because I'm a huge believer in investing in relationships. And that's all that networking is. All the same principles that apply to being in a relationship apply to networking. So that means, like any relationship, you're not going to click with everyone, and that's okay. Always remember to be gracious, don't take it personally, and keep it moving. So if we know that relationships are the foundation for networking, what are some tips to network more effectively? First, don't put so much pressure on meeting the right people. When I first started going to networking events, I would get really stressed because I felt pressure to talk to as many people as possible, hand out my business card, and make sure that I was talking to the right people. You know, people who are important, or they have a really cool job, or they're charming and the life of the party. And now I realize that networking is not about that at all. When you are going to a networking event, quality is so much more important than quantity. Rather than having superficial conversations with 15 people, I would focus on talking to fewer people, but seeing if you really connect by asking thoughtful, open-ended questions and seeing if you actually have something in common. Second, be open-minded about who you're going to meet. One time I went to this networking event because there was one leader that I really wanted to meet. We ended up meeting, and it was pretty anticlimactic because we didn't really click. I wanted to leave, but the event was called Walk with a Leader, and we were already outside walking. I ended up walking next to a woman who was around my age, and we immediately hit it off and became great friends. She's actually quite a bit younger than me, but over the years she has been such an important part of my network, and she has provided encouragement and great ideas about my career. Which brings me to my third point. When we think about networking, we tend to think about meeting people who are older, more established, and influential. But I would encourage you to focus on meeting people whom you admire, period. Trust me, if they are passionate, smart, and dynamic, they are going places. And how awesome is it to see your career grow alongside theirs and to have known them way back when? Along those lines, this goes without saying, but treat every single person with respect no matter what their title is. At my last job, I ended up becoming great friends with the administrative assistant to the general counsel. And I can't think of anyone more important and powerful than someone who has daily access to a senior executive and who controls their appointment calendar. So never underestimate how powerful someone is. And lastly, network when you don't need anything. In other words, just be a good friend or a thoughtful colleague just because. I believe that you create organic relationships by showing genuine interest in people and remembering things about them that are important to them. So spend just a few minutes sending an email or a text, congratulating someone on a big milestone, maybe wishing them luck on an interview that they have coming up, or if they're running a 5K, contributing to their fundraiser. It takes minimal time and is a low commitment way to create and build upon relationships. I truly believe that if done sincerely and organically, networking can change your life. If the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the people in it, then make sure your network is filled with people that you actually like and admire, and then focus on investing in those relationships.